हाय, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? गुड इवनिंग. आज क्या बात करूं मार्केट की. द मार्केट इज एट 7 month low and the signals are not very good for tomorrow. Dow Jones has is in the red. Nvidia's stock is at a historic. It has crashed historically, 13% down. It was when I last saw. 465 billion dollars. All gains of worth this with the Nvidia stock are erased. This is because of the Chinese DeepSeek Chinese startups. DeepSeek is giving a challenge to ChatGPT, and because of that, Nasdaq is down, Dow Jones is down, S&P 500 is down. So most probably tomorrow will be a red start. Okay. Already today the market Sensex crashed 800 points and Nifty was at 7 month low, and small caps and mid caps were um, brutally punished by the investors. Okay, it was around say some 9 lakh crore rupees of wealth has been eroded today. Okay, so now this is a kind of market which you should actually stay away from, and you have to be very patient in this market. Uh, you know, try not to do anything tomorrow. This is what I would say. This is this volatility is not only you know because of actually there are so many things which are happening. The earnings have not been good. The macros are not that good. Plus, FIIs are continuously pulling money, and the US trade policy की uncertainty. So there's so many reasons. Of course, there's earlier it was only the rural slowdown, consumption slowdown. Then it has now entered the urban slowdown also. So there are only two things which we can look forward to, which is the budget and the US Fed का meeting होने वाला. Only these two things can put some life in the stock markets, but it is totally unexpected that the market can climb up very soon. It's like it would be stupid to expect that with so much of so many reasons which are negative. And okay, the Sensex closed at 75,366, and the Nifty was down to 75 points at 22,817. At least 22,800 के ऊपर है, that is good. Okay, and 21,800 is the level which many experts are now watching, that it should not breach at least that level. So in about the advances were 542 shares were in advance and 3,398 shares were in decline. So this is the advance decline ratio. And okay, so I'll not talk about this negative thing. What is it that now, because the Asian markets were also down today, and now the US markets are we are seeing the carnage playing out in the US market. Okay, या चाइनीज ही आता है ये वायरस हो या जो भी हो अब ये markets में, that has kind of further added to this fall, and this will have an impact tomorrow. Today the IT stocks were down, metals were down, ONGC, those oil and energy were down. So because of that, even the good stocks were doing bad. ICICI was given a major thumbs up after the earnings, and I've shared the new targets also on my Twitter for ICICI. So what most of the experts are saying, that you can hide in these really good stocks, because when the market starts climbing, which may be after Q4, Q1 of the next financial year, then these stocks will become very expensive. So it's like near-term and medium-term trends for the markets are negative. Okay, so I will not lie or something. I'll not try to paint a very rosy picture, because it is not a rosy picture. And 23,000 currently seems a little tough. Of course, the market is not that bad also. The long-term story is intact. India is a good market, and it's a long-term story. But short-term, uh, you know, the investors, and it's not only in India. Emerging markets are actually facing this thing, and buyers are buying in the US. Okay, this is what Trump has done currently for the markets. Okay, so we'll talk about today's gainers, and because there were some stocks which were gaining today, 19-20% they were gaining, and 150 stocks were 115 were unchanged today. So there were some stocks which were doing well or doing okay, and there are some new targets also for some stocks, and of course there are themes which actually give a good opportunity to buy. Just say, for example, power, technology, and insurance. Power, because as the capacities are going up in data centers are going up, and now everything is also getting into the tier two cities. All this these technological developments. So of course, you need power for that. So power is it's a good time to buy power stocks. There is this. Let me see what is the level of Torrent Pharma, Torrent Power. 1455. So if this is such stocks which were just running away, you can look at such stocks. Power Grid, NTPC, Torrent Pharma was totally unbuyable. So you can look at it's and this stock is always in the most favored stocks. Although it is up, but it has corrected because of these all these corrections. Of course, Power Grid. I have Power Grid. Okay, I bought it long back, and it has given good returns. So these such kind of stocks. Then of course there are this technology stocks, and earlier it was like that technology, which is IT. IT stocks were only doing well when there was a demand outside, which is abroad. But now what is the thing is that this technology demand is also happening. It's also in domestic markets. So because of that, because of, these technological IT advances are also AI and all that, that is also happening inside the country. Okay, so these stocks are also doing well, not only because of outside the India companies, but also because the companies which are in India. So power, technology, insurance. Okay, people need insurance for new assets that they are creating. Because of that, so uh, these three themes are there. And of course, there is this BFSI, and of course, there is whenever such things happen, when there's a negativity around, of course, the defensive stocks do well, like HUL, Britannia, Nestle. Nestle was up today a little bit, at least till midday, till I watched. I watched till 3, 2. Till then, the stock was also doing well. HUL, Britannia, they were up. Okay, LNT was up in the morning. Then I didn't see LNT. Okay, so these are some of the which you can pick, nibble during such corrections. Because no matter what, see, this is not happening only in India. This is happening across the country. Today, Asian markets were down, and tomorrow they will be down again because of all these things. The US market is down in a big way. And why? Because this deep sake is giving the same, in fact, better results than Chat GPT at a much lower price. So because of that, uh, there's this Nvidia has kind of just crashed 13%. Hmm. Okay, so these are some of the themes which you can look at. And yes, yesterday I was like talking about this IDFC. Oh, sorry, Friday. Yesterday was Sunday. IDFC First Bank has come up with weak results. Okay, I have this stock. It's around 58 rupees. It's come down to 56, 9% down it was today because of its MFI has kind of slowed down. But the management was sounding pretty confident. They're saying they're looking at a 20% growth in FY26 and 5 lakh crore loan book they have, which is on track. And they expect the credit deposit ratio to, kind of come down. Okay. Their NII was up, their PAT is down, their NIM is down, their PPOP is up. So this is maybe an opportunity. You can keep this on the radar. Stock P is 21.6 and ROC is 6.93, which is okay for a bank, and EPS is 2.69. Okay, this is not about IDFC First Bank. This is about the top gainers. This was down today 9%, IDFC First Bank. I'm talking about it because someone had asked me a question about IDFC Limited. So IDFC First Bank, I said I have. That's why I'm telling about this stock. Okay, if you look at the net profit, then that has increased. And if you look at the this net profit has also gone up year on year and quarter on quarter. Yearly it has come down. Net profit has come down. Quarter on quarter it is up. Okay. Okay. So IDFC अभी बंद करते हैं. So I'll talk about today's gainers. So there is this gainer. It was up today 20%. It was up. Okay, this is Promact Impex. Okay, now this is it's around 15 rupees today. It was up 20%. Okay, and this is if you look at the chart, this has seen this. This is like, it's not new, this rally. After March 23, this stock, when it was around 2 rupees, this stock has been doing well. Okay, around from 2 रुपया 3 रुपया था ये, वहां से this has kind of, it went up to 10 rupees, and after that a mild correction came and all that, but that had volumes, but it has really kind of done okay. 17 rupees was the peak when it was at around, this was around March 2024, and this is all backed by volumes. So it was up 20% today in a crashing market. And now it is at 14.8 rupees. And market cap is, it's a micro cap, 9.6 crore is the micro cap. Stock P is 13.13. ROC is 63%, and return over 1 year, as I said, 64.8% is the return over 1 year. Then I'm not suggesting any stock. This video is for information purposes, because when we go in the details, then you will know, it's the picture is not so rosy. ROC is 63%. Return over 1 year is 64.8, and return over 3 years is also 45%. And if you look at the book value, it is in minus 3.29. Now this is important. Okay, and industry PE is 32.8. Stock PE is 13.2. 13 is 13. Okay, earning per share is 1.12 rupees. Okay, and what does the company do? It is into agro commodities, agriculture से जुड़ा stock है ये. So in all this mara-mari and all, this is kind of doing well, import and export of agro commodities and minerals and metals, and it's also into it has a wide product range. It is also into fabric bags, woven sacks, tarpaulins, and carry bags, PP bags. It's It's a packaging kind of a company. Fertilizers, chemicals, cement, polymers, textiles, machinery, automobile. They all need wrapping and packaging. So it is into that packing of grains, etc. It is running its business and surviving on income from trading and interest income. It does not earn value from sale of products except go down rent. Okay, fine. So this company is actually not doing that well currently. Okay. The company has discontinued its running business and is surviving on income from trading interest income. This is very important. Okay. Now let us look at the peer comparison. It's useless. It's useless because it is in minus. You can't compare it with the peers like Aegis Logistics and Reddington and Cello World. It would be totally unfair. If you look at the quarterly results, then its operating profit from minus, it has just 0.1. It has come up to that level, and net profit is in minus since last quarter, and before that also it was only 1.34. EPS is in minus again. Operating margin, okay. Operating margin is 64%, which was earlier minus 28. This is a quarterly thing. Okay, so in September, we nahi aaya December wala. In June it was minus 28, and in September it was 64%. In March 24, it was 93.5%. This is operating margin I'm talking about. And if we kind of see further, which is the year-on-year thing, here its net profit has improved from minus to 0.73, and EPS is 1 rupee. And if you look at the other income, it's nothing to show. Okay, equity capital is 6.51, and investments are negligible. Okay, I look at the liabilities, trade payables, actually nothing to see, zero. It's actually zero. Okay. Okay, fine. I look at the cash flows. From operating activities, 1.55 crore rupees, and from financing activities is minus 1. Nothing much to show. Okay, so shareholding pattern, 61% is with the public and 39% is with the promoters. So ये जो स्टॉक है ये हवा पे चल रहा है. हवा मीनिंग रूमर्स. Okay, oh ये ले लो, ये बड़ा अच्छा स्टॉक है, ये it's like that. As I said, telegram stocks जो होते हैं ना, and इसका इतना हो जाएगा and all that, उस टाइप का स्टॉक है ये, and it has been doing well on this thing only, because what I can see is the balance sheet and the profit loss statement. They have nothing to show, nothing impressive at all. But in the last 3 years, it has given a return of 45%, and 1 year it has given a return of 64%. And today it was up around 20%. Okay, so 14 rupees pe hai ye, and this stock has gone up to 17%, 17 rupees in March 24. I'm not suggesting anything that it can again go to that level. No, not at all. Tomorrow the market will be very serious, very serious. If you can go out for a walk, go out, don't look at it, because the day after that things will settle down. I hope so. Hmm. The other gainer is Excellent Wires. So this is a IPO stock. Okay, but the IPO happened in September. Okay, so this is Excellent Wires, and as the name tells, it's a wires company. It's also a packaging company. Excellent Wires and Packaging uh, company. The market cap is around 26.6 crore rupees. 59 rupees का था ये stock आज. 12% it was up today. Stock P is around 34.1. ROC of the company is 32.4%. Book value is 39.8. And book value per share is 88 rupees. Okay, interesting. Now this is a new company incorporated in 2021. बड़ी जल्दी IPO हो गया. The Excellent Wires and Packaging manufactures a wide range of wires and wire ropes. And if you look at the detailed thing, various types of wire like spring steel wires, high carbon wires, round and flat stitching wire, brass wire, copper wire, stainless steel wires, all kinds of wires. Basically, 52% of the product categorization, brass wires and products are 52.6%, steel wires are 45.1. Revenue wise, the most of the revenue comes from packaging, 53.4%. It has 1,500 customers across 5. Actually, today I was just घुसी हुई थी मैं लैपटॉप में because so much was happening today, and I was feeling very bad for the market today. It has customers across 5 plus countries and a pan-India presence in 175 cities. So most of its business is in Maharashtra with 91%, Karnataka 2.9%, okay, leave that, Gujarat 2.8%. This seems to be a good company. Okay, the IPO happened in September 24, I guess. It's a new IPO. Yeah, it happened on September 24, 2024, and it has come down from its IPO price. Actually, in this market correction, most of the new IPO companies, they have come down from their IPO prices. Okay, if you look at the peer comparison, then its ROC is 32.4%, which is better than Maharashtra Seamless, which is better than Gallant Ispat, and better than even Ratnamani Metals. Okay, and if you look at the half-yearly results, because it debuted only in September last year, so its net profit has kind of slipped a little bit. And if you look at the operating margin, that has also come down, which is good. And there, if you look at the profit loss statement, then their net profit, of course, as I said, has kind of slipped down, and also their operating margin has gone up percentage. And if you look at the EPS, that has also come down a little bit. Earning per share has come down from 23.7 rupees to 12.54 rupees. If you look at the only last year, then 40% is the return on equity. This is a decent stock. Okay, and I'm not suggesting to buy. You can watch it for some time. Okay, it's the total assets of the company have grown, and of course the equity capital has gone up because they just did an IPO. Cash flows from investment, which is financing and investment. Financing activity have gone up, investing activity have gone down. Cash flows. And if you look at the shareholding pattern, then 65% is with the promoters and the public hold the rest of 34.9%. The number of shareholders are 690. Okay, so this is one of the companies which was up today, and the stock which was up today, this counter had around a 12% of gain today. So this is among the uh, top 5 from gainers of the day. Okay, apart from this, well, I think I've told already the stock picks, my personal stock picks. This is not a suggestion. Are Britannia, HUL, ICICI, Nestle, L&T, Bajaj Finance. Okay, this is a good opportunity. And someone was asking about Tata Motors, one of my clients. So, well, that stock has, just if you have been investing since the last 2-3 years, then of course from 300 levels to this levels, it has gone up. But for some time, the stock has not done well. I think it went up to 1300 levels, but now it is again buy. Okay, someone is asking IDFC buy करें या नहीं? IDFC first or IDFC Limited? IDFC, okay, now I don't give suggestions like this, but IDFC First Bank, the results are weak. Okay, I have IDFC First Bank. This is the disclosure, and I'm not selling it. I'll see another quarter and then let's see what happens. Okay, it's MFI is a little weak, microfinance, but in such a market, what do you expect a small microfinance thing? Okay, so that is a little weak. Buy kare ya nahi kare, I can't say, because tomorrow is going to be a bad day for the market. It will be bad because these red screens are in Asian markets. It's now in the US market also, and Nvidia has crashed from 13%. It is down. Abhi I don't know or ho gaya. I don't know that. Okay. So this Nvidia DeepSeek route is the largest in market history, which is happening currently. So just stay away from the market for some time and observe. Okay, so keep it on your radar, definitely, and you can take your call. Okay, so I'll wrap up this live, and let's see tomorrow. And if you can, then don't do anything tomorrow. Okay, just watch out for it. And okay, now Dow Jones is in the green. It has kind of gone up now, thankfully, and everyone is looking at the US market. So there's because of one company, it should not just crash. But Nvidia has a weight. It has a lot of weight. It pulls down the entire, not only the US market, but even the other markets. Okay, so I'll wrap up this. I hope tomorrow is a little better scene and we have a little better live when I'm also a little happy. I'm okay. Like, see, if you're a long-term investor, you should not be worried about these things. I was looking at the history of this Sensex, just like that, to remind myself. Then, even on the year, in the years when okay, I'll tell you one such incident. 2008 chhod dein, because 2008 was Lehman Brothers. But if you look at some of the, I'll just take case in point. If I pick up year, say 2006, okay, there was this, the Sensex kind of crashed 13% in May. Okay, now, but that year, if you look at the end of the year, it was up 46%. Okay, एक दो महीना खराब हुए, you should not, this is just January. Okay, now I'll take one more year. It is not only 1 year, it's like that. If we take year, okay, randomly I'll not pick up 2008 and Black Swan things. If you pick up year 2010, okay, 2010 is considered to be a गेम चेंजर काइंड ऑफ ईयर. सो 11% अप था इसमें. ओके, जहाँ पे डाउन हुआ. ओके, 2011 in the month of January, Sensex was down 10%. Okay, but at the year end, it crashed even till minus 24%. But the next year, which is 2012, the market annual return was 25.7%. And ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत कूद गया मार्केट. No, in 2012, see, it touched 19,445 in March, and then it corrected. It even came down to 15,000 level. But the next year, it went up till 19,426 again, and this was a gain of 25.7%. And then, of course, there was 2014. So it is like a month or two when the market is not performing, you should not get demoralized. You should look at the broader picture. I'll pick up one more such year. 15 छोड़ दो. 16. Okay, let's pick up 16. Okay, this is now interesting. The market went up 10% in March. But the overall, if you look at the annual thing, it was 1.95% of the gain, total gain. Okay, and if you look at this one particular year, 2019, just before COVID, the biggest gain was in March. It went up 7.8%. The market at 38,000 some 600 something, and then the annual CAGR was around 14.38% only. So what I'm trying to say is that a month to 3 months also in a year, even if the market is not doing well, 10%, we have seen in the history actually, 14% market has gone up, 23%, 20% it has come down, 17%. So it's not a big deal what the kind of corrections we are seeing now. Of course, the last 3 years were aberrations. And if you look at the last 3 years also, the market has not given that kind of gains, which is it has given in the past. I was just looking at I just turned to history. Okay, so this is where I was wrapping up things. So I'll wrap up this live here and try to not do anything tomorrow. Just watch out what happens tomorrow. And budget is around the corner, so we'll look at it. If the government gives a capex push, then many of the capex related stocks go, and I hope they give tax concessions. Consumption को boost करना चाहिए, and these freebies are really killing capex. This should stop. This politics of freebies is not good for the economy. Okay, so this is where I wrap up this, and I'll see you tomorrow. And take care, and good night, and try not to overthink about the market, but whatever this pessimism is exaggerated. India still is a long-term story. India is a long-term story. We are just waiting for that push. Tomorrow the markets are more likely to go down because US is seeing all this. Of course, now the Dow Jones is a little up. Bye bye.